Hello YouTube, welcome to podcast 6. I don't have a theme for today. I was thinking of mystical experiences. I'll be honest, I only realized today that it's Thursday to do a podcast, which is kind of nice though, because in the last hour or so, I got my dentist appointment done, which was really good. Then after that, I was shopping around the shop, got distracted by an attractive guy, got distracted by certain things I saw. Sometimes when I see things, I like to see what they're about, you know, like why did it come to my attention, my energy. Some things I bought, some things I didn't, and now I'm doubting a few of the things. I won't go into specifics. And it's just kind of shifted my energy. And well, I tried to, so like with therapy, so today I had therapy, it's a Thursday, but I usually, hang on, where are my things? I brought it for a reason, but I don't know where it is. Oh, okay, give me a sec. Oh, here it is, cool. Yeah, so I had therapy today. Usually I do my podcast before therapy, but as you know, it's been chaotic from last week of getting all my stuff kicked out of my house, and now, by the way, it's all back in my room, but still packed away because I didn't pack it in the first place. So I'm gonna leave it. It's totally fine. It's kind of letting go of control as well. A lot has changed since then till now. I won't go into the specifics because I don't know what this video is going to be about. It could be more about my mystical experiences because, to be honest, I remember me saying I'll do more about that, and there's been a lot in the last week, a lot, which has been really cool. But I'll just quickly mention, to get off my chest, and not on my own chest from picking my skin, which again, yes, I have done. We are, again, peppered. Nothing new with me. Just being more honest about it and stuff, but I'll get to that in a second. And yeah, and so I was at home. I'm at home actually, and for the last hour a bit, came back from the shops a bit overwhelmed because I wasn't sure if my purchases were right. You know how it's like emotional buying versus like if you actually needed it kind of thing. That's where I'm at. And usually I don't buy many things. I really don't. And I know that looks like, well, actually it doesn't even look like a lot. That's all my clothes. It's really not much. Because I don't think we need it. And yeah, and sometimes when you're stuck in your comfort, for me anyway, I don't really buy much. Now that I've come out of my comfort zone, I've been challenging myself with new things and stuff. But anyway, that's something separate. And basically, what did I want to say? Come on, Dahlia, your train of thought will come. This is another thing that really helps me, by the way. So it's just clay, but I'm just playing with it. I either do a cube or do something else, and it just distracts me. It makes something for me to focus on, and I don't care if I do it in public, you know, anymore. Just like hugging trees. It's initially the fear is there and like the resistance, but once you pass it, who cares who's looking at you? As long as it makes you feel better, you know? So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, so the last hour has been a bit challenging. In the shopping centre, I finished my shopping, came into my car, I was overwhelmed, so I did what my therapist told me. It's the 10-second rule, where you just sit with your eyes closed, preferably feet on your ground, like you're grounded. You know, and you're there and you're just like, we can do it together. It's like this. And you breathe in and you count to 10. It's like 1, 2, but inside to 10. And then you breathe out and you just keep doing it, and you'll start to observe you start to observe you, right? And you start to see, also, I'm just getting distracted only because I know this is a podcast. I know this should be about something. And I don't make it about mystical experiences. I will make it about that. And I'll make it about that for the last week and what's experienced. But I just want to get this off the chest and maybe it can help someone as well listening. Yeah, and so I'm getting distracted from my fucking phone case because that was one of my purchases, was my phone case. That I purchased a new phone case. It's nice, don't get me wrong, nice colours and everything, it's new. But I was quite like attached to my old phone case. It was pretty, it had butterflies and stuff. And it said like something about it's always perfect timing. I don't even know, just a cute phrase. And then my eyes got attracted to this phone case and I was like, oh, and I was like, nah. And I was like, oh, and I was like, yeah. And then, I don't know, I've got it on my phone. It's small things right now, it's small things. Because my focus, obviously I don't have a job and stuff, but whatever. And so that just took my attention now, but I'm trying to be as transparent and honest so you can follow where I'm at internally, right? That's what this channel is about, being completely you, regardless, judging everything, right? Whoever you are, I love you. I see you, I feel you, I am you, and I love you. I see you, I feel you, I am you. I see you, I feel you, I am you, and I love you, everyone. And I see you, I feel you, I am you, and I love you, Dahlia. Anyway, Anyway, so yeah, I got into my car, like pretty much ready to leave, but I just like, I saw these things on the way out, and like I didn't want to go home because like I didn't know what I was gonna do, and like I like exploring things. You know, when you're just exploring and adventuring, things call you and you wonder why. It doesn't have to be by, it can just have a story for you, or just in energy, or a moment, or you meet someone, I don't know. Right? Not romantically or sexually, just like someone, you know, have a good conversation, which I've had, which was in my Wednesday walks, which we know, right, with the guy, his name's Kai. If you watch it, good on you, it's an hour long, but it's interesting. It's a really interesting thing. It goes from shitty energy to better at the end, a random person that I meet in the middle, which we spoke for about almost an hour, through his dog. It's a whole thing. Yeah, baci, which means kisses in Italian. Yeah. Anywho, getting off track, but that's me. Yeah, and so I go into my car, like after my appointment, after just checking some stuff out. I think I got some dentist stuff to like help me with my teeth, because apparently I don't have the greatest teeth, and I totally get that. And I want to learn to be the best version of myself, so I want to know what I can help myself. And I sat in the car and I was like, hang on. And it just came through. I was like, oh, what am I going to do now? Like, I was freaking out. You know, like when I don't know what to do frantically, I worry, because usually when I don't know what to do, I turn to my habit of picking my skin. And we spoke about this today with my therapist. I love her. And she was like playing out the role. She's like, so what happens in your head when you don't know what to do, and how does it go? And like pretty much, yeah, like I'm just frantic, or what's it called? Catastrophizing a story where I don't know what to do, and then if I don't know, I'll pick my skin. That's happened many times. Even in the last week, it's through my videos and stuff. So, and I really don't want to, as you get, it's just, yeah, it's a habit that's taken so much energy from me and time that I still do, and yeah. Anywho, and so I was in the car, and I was like, oh, what do I do? Like, I don't know what to do when I get home and stuff, because I like to know, especially, like, I don't have a job now, and I have an intuition that tells me and guides me for the most part, and it did today a lot. And even with therapy, by the way, I know this is not yet about mystical experiences, I get it, but even with therapy, what's it called? Before therapy, I hit a little funk as well, but I had intuition guiding me, and then I got to my room, and it's very easy in the comfort of his space to go back to old habits, and I didn't pick my skin, but I was in my room, and like it told me to close my eyes, because I've been going, trying to like make the better situation of last week when my stuff was at the house and stuff, which I'll get into with the mystical experiences. God. Yeah, and so I'm just thinking, yeah, yeah, and I was at a low before therapy, don't get me wrong, but I knew therapy was a commitment, and I spoke about this, commitment is key, right? A to B, no matter what happens in between, get to that B. Anyway, so I was in bed, and like I was following my intuition, you know, guided me a lot throughout to the day. It's beautiful when it was really like, you know, when I was listening to it and it was happening and stuff. And then I got to my room, and that was still good. I uploaded one of my shorts today, which was about love, that little, you know, poster that has that love drawing and stuff. And then after that, I was like, okay, let's have a little rest, because I've been going, and I was like, okay, we should balance this out. Go, but then rest, go in the rest. And so I meditated. It was good in the beginning, had my affirmations in my head, which was love over fear, certainty over doubt, decisiveness over doubt. But I've changed it now to love, certainty over doubt, decisiveness over doubt. Don't ask me, it's like hypnotism for yourself. You keep repeating it, and like it keeps you in check, and like, you know, it doesn't allow really for negative thoughts to come through, which is totally fine, but it doesn't bring you down or lower. Anyway, so I started, and it's going good, like, you know, I'm tuning in, scanning, and it feels really good, and yeah, they're repeating. And then I think for a second it got out of whack, my affirmations, and then I started worrying and doubting, and I was like, oh, and then I was like, I can push through it. Everything I'm saying is pretty much said to my therapist today. So you guys like therapy for me, so thank you. And yeah, and yeah, and I was there, and like, what's it called? Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'll push through, so I could close my eyes, and it got worse and worse. I was like, oh, I can't handle it. I opened my eyes, and I felt like shit. I was just flat, and I was just yuck. I was like, ugh, I don't want to go. What do I do now? You know, and then out of nowhere, this like inner thought was like, oh, you got therapy. So I just got up, you know, even with the emotions, and went to do what I committed to, right? Therapy. It's not easy, but it's so worth it. And it's incredible to have someone to be able to hear you out for so long, and also give you guides and stuff and tools that can help you. Anyway, so I got up, and then I started transitioning my energy in the car, turned the music on as loud as it can, Star 104.5, an amazing radio station. I think it's actually connected to the stars, quite magic and stuff. And I was in there, and then, I can mention that later. I was in there, and then I was dancing, singing, trying to transition, you know, going from like however I felt, slowly intervals and stuff. I always want to be from 0 to 100, but it's not realistic, so you just gotta start somewhere, and it's uncomfortable. That's what it is. You have to feel the discomfort so you can get, you know, out to the other side. But yeah, it's always that's a turning point that you do. Might do a video about actually of discomfort and how important discomfort is. I don't know if it's a podcast, I'll just do a video about it. It'd be really powerful. And we're at 10 minutes. Goodness gracious, I haven't talked about mystical experiences. You guys will appreciate it though, I know you will. I think. Anyway, let me know in the comments below. You probably won't, but yeah, let me know. And so, yeah. That's me trying to navigate in my head where I'm at. Yeah, dive into the therapy, you know. And then I started doing this new thing where, because my energy like gets taken away from all these different thoughts, I just try to focus like in one spot. If you look at me, I'd look like I was resting bitch face, and it was like driving and just like, and like music's playing and like I'm wanting to join in, but I'm trying to resist. So like, I don't know why. I think maybe because I'm just trying to maybe be uncomfortable, maybe like that discomfort possibly. So I'm there, I'm just like this, I'm just trying to tune in, and my hand's still tapping while this is going, and it helps. Like when I try to really strongly focus, what's it called? Oh, I don't know if I want to go into that, but yeah. When I really strongly focus in that one moment, then I'm not really focusing on all these other scenarios that my head can be telling me, you know, what about this, what about that, la 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 la. Yeah, and so then I'm there, and yeah, and I'm just like trying to focus, and it started shifting it and stuff, and I got to the car, and yeah, I was a bit frantic and a bit OCD and stuff, but then I managed to get like into a pretty good vibe and groovy stuff, and then as soon as I got into therapy, opened up, and the rest is history. It's kind of similar to what we did right now in this video, but yeah, and like I had a really good chat, and my energy shifted after that, you know, which was really nice. Just like she filled my cup and stuff, like that guy in the Wednesday walks. So yeah, and after therapy, which was really beautiful, that's it. Yeah, I have a new addition of tools. I don't normally show things on my podcast, but I'm just gonna do it. I don't know, I don't care. And so we have now bought some gloves. I was in therapy, and she was wondering like what could help me. And she was like, oh, and then my head was like, oh, what about gloves? And she also agreed. So it's kind of like that synchronistic, kind of like not reading thoughts, but like connected energetically and stuff, more or less. I say these things just want to show you how amazing life is and how we're all connected, and how we can probably think a lot of the same things, but we don't say it to each other, so we won't actually know. Mirrors. Anyway, so I bought the gloves. Straight away, my mission after bloody therapy was to get the gloves, and I got them. And I've used them once already, because when I got like home from that session, I just felt it's just like, just in case, precautions, just in case. And I don't normally do just in cases, but I just don't want to be picking my skin. So put them on and did the 10 seconds. We tried, it's whatever, it felt whatever it is. It hasn't yet like gone to like that I'm certain what I want to do in that moment with intuition, but it's gradually going from not 0, but 1, 2, 3, 4 over the steps, right, to get better. Baby steps is what we call it. Anyway, and so now I guess I'm feeling a bit better and stuff. I still have a new phone case, which is different to me, you know. My phone case is with that guy in a bin, so I don't know if I can get that, even though like I don't know if I want it, you know. It happened for a reason to get rid of it. And I bought this like, more or less this nightgown, gorgeous green emerald nightgown, and like, again, it stood out to me because I first bought a bra that stood out of a shop when I first looked at it. And so then I was like, okay, and I didn't even try it because like I did the same thing last time. I guess isn't that mystical? I don't know. You know, I saw a bra, I was like, oh, this is perfect for me, and I didn't even try it because I just knew it was right, and it was right. This one also fit pretty well too, I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty good. And it's cute as well, it's different. And I really don't, bit TMI, but I really don't have many like bras, because I don't know, I don't normally wear bras. It's kind of like a hippie thing, you know, people like going free balling, free tittying, I don't know, free the tits kind of thing. I don't know, I'm just thinking of what society says right now, because my voice isn't completely here and I'm just trying to navigate and find it. But yeah, I bought it and I don't know, it was nice. And then I saw this gorgeous green emerald nightgown, which I bought, by the way. She is stunning. And when I tried it on, I was just like, what if I just wear it now? You know, like, screw what everyone else thinks, right? Like, fuck it, you know, like, why don't I wear it just like now? And so I did. But before I decided to, I don't have the best relationship with myself. Love, mirrors. I haven't even gone into mystical experiences. Lord, do I just not make this a podcast? No, it's gonna be a podcast. I'm so sorry. I guess it's kind of mystical throughout it and stuff, but I will get to it. I will get to the juicy parts. Just be patient. Everything good comes with time. Everything good requires patience. I don't know. Yeah, and so I wore the nightgown, but before that, yeah, I looked into the mirror, and I don't intentionally look in mirrors because it takes my energy away from what I'm meant to do and to help people. It becomes more selfish and more self-inclined and stuff, and I don't really like it because I start to obsess and judge. I'm not interested. But like obviously there's reflections and stuff, and if I catch a glance, at first I get intimidated, but then I look back, I'm like, cool, yeah, love you, respect you, cool, you know, nothing more than that, but it has been more than that. But anyway, so yeah, and then I was in the change room, so naturally there's mirrors. I'm like, oh fuck, we have found ourselves somewhere. And then whatever, I was looking, and don't get me wrong, I've picked my skin, so it's a bit peckly, but I do love myself regardless. Sorry, hit myself with a nail, and just gotta give love back, and that's again. Love over fear, certainty over doubt, decisiveness over doubt. Or love, certainty over doubt, decisiveness over doubt. Yeah, I am better in this video than last podcast, by the way, even though, well, life was hectic last week. It still is, but differently. You know, my stuff is back in my room. My parents and I are talking again. You know, we've kind of gone through a little hurdle and stuff, and we've come out on the other side. I'm sure there'll be more in the future, but I am here now. That's my focus. Anyway, yeah, and before I went out of that change room, like I was ready to go and stuff, and then I saw my skin, and I saw this like pimple underneath my skin, and it was big, and like I don't like talking about it now, but it was fine. I was like, should I get it? Should I not? Should I get it? Should I get it not? And I was like, yeah, let's do it, because like I was doing things I don't normally do, and even though I did pick my skin, don't ask, I didn't know if I had reasoning for it, and I did it, and it made me feel shit. I was like, great, okay, well, we're gonna have to deal with these emotions now. And the lady was like, oh, are you ready? And I was gonna go way out and be in my gown and stuff, and then I just thought, oh, like, you know, I am, but I'm just not sure, like, I want to wear this. She goes, do it. I'm like, let's do it. And she was cool. She had tattoos, like, she didn't really give a fuck, I could tell. So yeah, I liked her energy. That's another reason I think I bought the bra without trying it, because she was there, and she was there the first time I bought the bra. I just took that as a sign. It's probably, I don't know if it's right or not. Doesn't matter. I don't know. And I think I'll figure out later on, once my energy shifts into more certainty, that whether the phone purchase case, the nightgown, and whatever else I purchased in that shopping centre when I was not sure is the right decision or not. And if it's not, just throw it out. Or I could return it, but I don't know. I shall see. I don't want to focus on that. I don't want to worry about that. I don't want to add another thing to worry about. I literally put my book out, like a journal, and I was just like, what am I worrying about now? And literally all I've said is pretty much what I've stated, because I just want to get it out of my body and out of my system. Anyway, yeah, so that's part A, let's say, of this video. I should get into mystical experiences, shouldn't I? What else did I want to mention though? But I think that's everything. Yeah, no, I think that's everything. Okay, let's just go mystical experiences. So, welcome to mystical experiences of the actual podcast. I'm gonna keep the beginning too, because that was like my transition point to get me to here. Basically, as we know, a week ago, my shit got kicked out of the house, right? With an empty threat, which I knew was gonna get back in my room. If a parent's watching this, I know it is, guys. I love you, and I know you're never gonna kick me out, no matter how it's gonna get. And that's you pushing your own love barrier bigger and holding more space for me for unconditional love. I won't go into that. Anyway, I feel lost now, but that's okay. That was to my parents, and I love you guys. Thank you. Yeah, and so last week, what's that train of thought? I'm gonna get some water, because anxiety, as we know. Water, it's just beautiful. It's really gorgeous. Right now I'm actually panicking a bit, so bear with me. I won't have a panic attack or anything, but I just don't know. I just don't know, because that was directed to my parents, and they might watch this. I don't know, and yeah. And like I worry about what I say sometimes. I'm not talking about them, more so like how much I stand up for myself and own my power and worth, you know, to anyone, but especially my parents. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that was a week ago, right? And now my stuff's back in my room. Now, the first couple of days, I didn't feel welcome to my house. At times I still don't, but that's irrelevant. It's not irrelevant, but to the story, it's relevant right now. Whatever. Yeah. Anyway, so I don't know how to fix that, but I just said, well, we'll just continue that, but it's fine. Anyway, could you see me? No, my mum's outside and I'm trying to wave, but no, she can't see me. It's fine. Not meant to be. Anyway, and then, you know how kids go, and then, or like, what do they say in cars? I know I'm getting off topic, but it's just distracting me to not put so much pressure on one topic. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Yeah. I've done it as a joke as an adult. It's quite fun, you know. My parents have a fun time with me. Oh, I gotta tell you my birth story. It's so fascinating. Oh my god. I have to save that for another episode. A podcast? I don't know. Maybe I can. Dali's birth story. It's a really fascinating one. I'm not gonna give much away here. Nothing. I'm not giving anything away. I want you to be so excited as well and not know anything, but it's really cool. Very different. And it explains a lot, symbolically, energetically, as who I am today and how I am and how people, you know, how people see me. Or my impact on them. That's a better one. Yeah, we'll go into that. Okay, last 10 minutes, let's do it. Or I can go longer, I don't know. But anyway, so week ago that happened, right? So then like the first few days and stuff, I didn't want to be in the house. So what I do, I got in my car and I started driving. Just driving. What I normally do, I've been going to walks. There's wet walks. Wednesday walks in Monavale. It's like a sexual reference. Anyway, don't get me wrong, love sex. Very sexual woman. Love it. And I think there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's very powerful. It's your root chakra, it's the connection to the root and your sexual organs and all that, like even your worth, but like your statement of I am seen, I am here, proud, loving. Anyway, I definitely do, like, I want to explore more about sexuality and sex and like, yeah, do a whole like videos or like stuff like that. I will, like, there's a huge future for me, huge, and for you too, by the way, but for me very much so. I'm very excited for it, and thank you for joining me on my journey. It's really exciting. I've got now 69 ironically, talk about sex and I have 69 subscribers. Love that. Anyway, oh, that was the reason, by the way. I want to tell you that. That was the reason for my shit to get out. On my tall boy, I'm an artist. I did some painting. When I say artist, I just drew like a child on my thing, and I wrote SEX. My parents lost it, kicked my shit out. My tall boy, and then I wasn't listening and didn't agree with them to like wipe it down, so they kicked my stuff out just to get control and stuff and whatever. Oh, it's so funny whenever I say this, I feel the resistance of them coming through, but it's so fun. Whatever, it is what it is. I don't want to hide anything. There's nothing, you don't need to hide in life, bro. Be open, express, communicate, connect. Woo. Anyway, so yeah, I was driving around. Now, I'm driving around and I see all these places that I want to go to, and I always go, oh, later. And I know you can relate with this, okay? Don't bullshit me. But you're like, yeah, I'll go later. Nah, bro. It's not now or never, but go, check it out. Why not? See what it's waiting for you. Just like today at the shopping center with all that stuff, and I've got a cool phone case and a green, beautiful dress and a bra, and I think I'll slowly be like, yeah, I love that. I'm really happy that I remember that I have Thursday podcast. It kept me accountable, and I'm so happy. And I get to chat to you guys, which is so dope too. What up? And 21, 27. I told you the 27s, so do my fucking head in. Oh, by the way, yesterday, no, 2 days ago. Oh, I told you that, okay. 2 days ago was 3 years since my ex and I started dating. 27th of February. Oh, I'm gonna do a podcast on my ex, actually, in the story there, because it's a twin flame story. That will be interesting. I definitely want to do that. Do I want to put that in my books right now? I do. Where is my business bag? Is she here? I think no, she is here. Business bag, or is she in my car? Bear with me 1 second. I might flash, but I'm trying not to. This is my business bag, as you all know. Right, maybe before I got us, I added that at the back. I don't know if you can see it, but sex is, where is sex? It's here. S-E-X, but upside down. Okay, I'm not afraid to talk about sex or about sex, whatever that. Because I had so much problems. I'll do a podcast on that too, where I stopped having sex because, or like even being sexual with people because of my chest and everything. So all these things that, you know, I struggled with. I'm challenging myself crazily right now. Also, I changed, you don't care, but I do, my pillow today because I wasn't thinking, and that's not a bad thing at times to not think and just do. Like, don't think, just do. My what's it called? These girls, my wild women's will know about that saying. They wanted me to get a top because it was my thing. Oh, real quick. Okay, I went to like this little wild women's retreat 2 days, and all of us, funny enough, all of us were butt naked. People in their periods, and they're all leaking blood on the ground, grass. Who gives a fuck? We're witches, we're humans, we are women, and it was really beautiful. All women together, even if it was men, but it was beautiful, right? I wasn't doing that. I was in my period, but whoever it was. All right. And I was with all the girls, and like I was getting to know all them. I get distracted by that. I won't say that. To get to know all them, and like they pretty much like came with an acronym, not acronym, but a statement that is like me. I was like, don't think, just do. And back then, like, I was definitely more free because I didn't have like, you know, a end result. Even though I don't now, I do have this like huge future in front of me. It's gorgeous. It's like a vector, and my eyes light up because I'm so excited. It's like my heart space is in front of me. I'm so excited. Like a rainbow road. I love that. Oh, there's so much to talk about. Well, mystical experience, that actually includes the rainbow forest, which you don't know what I'm talking about, but I'll get into that. Anyway, and dun 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 dun. I wonder if I've said things I shouldn't have said, but it's out there now. It's okay. Here's what it is. Yeah, and like I was there, and like yeah, I was much more freer because I was just earning money to go to Peru for volunteering. That was my only thing back then, and the next thing I'd figure out. Anyway, so yeah, and like, you know, I brought these like performing things of like LED hoops and whips and all this stuff, and I was naked and just dancing under the sun, under the moonlight sun, whatever you want to call it. That was the moonlight, around a fire. And then we started rapping. I was just like, don't think, just do. And I was just giving it to all the girls, and they're like, you should make a shirt that says don't think, just do. And I was like, yes. or I said that, I don't know what it is, and I was gonna put all the names and put like 2022, I think we went and stuff, or 2023, I don't know what it was. But yeah, so that was that. Why did I say don't think, just do? I don't know. Right now, by the way, I've got my, oh, this is my people folder. Let's see it. Where is my folder for podcasts? Or just like video ideas for YouTube. Yes, my room's a mess, but it's okay, because I know all my things. Here we go. I don't even have a podcast. Oh, that's I did that for a while. Bring it back to that. Okay. Okay. YouTube videos. Yes, ideas. Why I'm doing this right now. So what was about my ex and twin flame? Why I'm doing this is because I always say I'm going to write my book, and like I always go and I never do. And so now I want to do it, just like the symbolism of what's it called, of that day. So now we're getting into mystical experiences. Fucking 25 minutes later, Jesus Christ, that's how long it took me to get on topic. But to be honest, I didn't even know if I was going to talk about it or not. Anyway, so yeah, I can't remember what I was saying. I've spoken so much, but it's so good. It's transitioned my energy, so thank you for listening to me. Even though I'm talking to myself, but obviously people are gonna watch this. Also, I'm getting much more comfortable being like just myself whenever that is in recording kind of thing. I don't have to be perfect. We don't have to, you know, and it actually helps you. Like, number one, you can relate to me, and number two, it kind of like gives me the stepping stones to get better and stuff. Yeah, okay, so driving around, and I saw places, and I finally went to them. It was a bunch of them, from a spiritual shop to this awesome cafe called Mind Cafe, which I believe I mentioned in my Wednesday walks. Guys, if you're in the Northern Beaches, do I do it? Did I say where I live? My suburb? Have I said where I live? Most likely. I live, do I say it? I don't know. Fuck me, now I'm lost for words. Okay, anyway, this cafe, it's found in Narrabeen, okay? Myself, where I live, more or less, it is close by. We're not going to go into that. It's in Narrabeen. Do yourself a favour. Whether you whatever struggle with mental health or not, it's about mental health and helping, because there's a beautiful backstory behind it. Guy, I see you, feel you, and I love you. If you say this ever, you might, who knows. I'll definitely do more with you guys and stuff like that, but I think at least, I don't know, I always say things and it might not actually be. I'm just feeling in this moment. Energy always shifts, but I don't know, that could be doubt too. Who knows? You never know in this moment. You just can know what you're doing now, and the next moment will come, and you know. So anyway, check it out. It's a beautiful cafe. Everyone's accepted, and I mean everyone's accepted. They've got rainbows out front. They've got always so many things inside. Flyers for mental health. Safe space called Moana, which stands for Mona Vale, Warriewood and Narrabeen. It's a safe space for people to come to if you're TMI but suicidal. Not too much information. I was gonna say like, you know, it's like, oh, warning what I'm about to say, but anyway, yeah, if you're suicidal, if you just have emotional distress, you can go. And I've thought of going there if things get too hectic at home, just like, you know, to have someone to hear you out, just like that guy did for me, and he filled my cup at what's it called, at that walk, Wednesday walks. I'm actually so happy it's a Thursday and that I have a podcast to do. It's like, what am I gonna do for like the rest of the day? Even though this is a part of it and I have to see what to do next. And hopefully that comes out and stuff, but I might go to my parents and just chat with them and hang out for a bit, because I miss them. Even though it's been hectic, I have so much love for those guys. But just don't step on me or cross with, you know what I mean, etc, etc. That applies to everyone, by the way, not just them. And we're at 28 minutes, we haven't talked about any mystical experiences, which I will get to. I question whether I should just leave this and then do a whole nother one about mystical experiences. I'll see. I might, honestly, and make this separate. I might even not post this, honestly. But we'll see. I've spoken a lot and I think it'd be a shame to not get this out there, but we shall find out. Anyway, so where am I at to now? Love, fears, and doubt, assassins without love, certainty, doubt, assassins. Yeah, and so stuff to a lot of different places, from hugging trees to trees I saw that I felt really nice energy, to other things. And I found myself at a cafe. Let's start with mystical experience. Okay, so it was a full moon, and I met this lady and her daughter's called Luna. And if you know much, Luna, I believe, means moon, right? The lunar moon, or lunar moon cycles, whatever it's called. So that was amazing then and there. What else? Another mystical experience. Sure. After that, whether it was a day after or 2 days after, I found myself walking a headland that's a nice headland. I could go for a walk after this to that headland, to a headland at Taramata Beach, so close by as well. And I'm walking, I see this gorgeous forest at the top of a hill, like standing out. I don't know why, but it's just wants me there. Like, I don't know why. I just felt, I was like, that's my home. Like, that's where I belong. And I have a friend called Isaac, which you all know, Isaac Blue, the musician, love you. He was like, you're a druid. And what a druid is like the people who speak for trees, fairies, elves, like all that kind of mythical stuff. And like, God, did I feel connected. I started hugging trees more and stuff like that, which initially I got scared what people think. But then I'm like, fuck it made me feel better, and who cares, right? Whatever makes you feel better, do it. Even gloves, like whatever it is, you know? Who cares how ridiculous you look, you know? I realized my channel, like, I mean, I'm losing my train of thought now, but I want to be the most ridiculous, embarrass myself out there so you guys can feel comfortable to do the same thing, or just feel like, I don't know how to explain it. I have to find it. I'll have to like come back to this to word it better, but yeah, anyway, so Isaac doesn't know this part, but I wanted to share it with him on the phone call, which I will. Just he's busy tonight and I'm busy, and yeah, so that's fine timing, but I think I'll be seeing him the next 3 days, so it's exciting. Anyway, so yeah, I looked up there and I went there and I visited it, and it was the most magical place. And I don't know if I got to the trees just yet that were like the ones that called me. When I got there, I felt like I was a princess. I felt like I was a ball, like those tree aisles all along the side of me, and it was like guiding me up this beautiful like step case, but it was like an archway, and you could imagine like this gorgeous ball, like I don't know how to explain it. And I felt like a fairy. I saw like with my imagination, but it could be there, who knows, Harry Potter exists. I saw elves and fairies all dancing, like little ones and bigger ones, and ones doing tricks and stuff, like tricksters, because the fae have like this background of trickster energy, which I watched a video on, which I won't go into that. Anyway, and there was butterflies, and like I said, and there was people there, and like there was these dogs, and I was like, what are you guys doing in my land? And then like they felt like the protectors of the land, and it was really cool. I know I sound like I'm a storybook character, but it was really beautiful. Then get this, a day later or 2 days, I was not feeling great, so I went to visit my rainbow forest, because like, oh, I called it the rainbow forest, by the way, because I'm a rainbow fairy goddess. And also, when I was younger, I would only read fairy books, right? These fairy books particularly, so I bought a bunch on eBay, and I found out they're called the rainbow fairies. I'm going to do a video on this. They're literally called the Rainbow Fairies, the book. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I'm Rainbow Fairy Goddess. Like, there's a reason that came to me. Let's do that. I have to tell you that as well, which is over there, but I won't show you. It's fine. Yeah, and so yeah, and I called it the Rainbow Forest. I called it my forest, my rainbow forest. Like, it's my home, you know, they're my home and stuff. And so I went there one day, the day after that, and I came there, and I came to a spot, and there was like rainbow colors all over these trees in tassels, and I'm like, hang on, I called this the rainbow forest, and a day or two later, like kids, but like, you know, elves and fairies, whatever they are, whoever they were this lifetime, past lifetimes, they came and did that. They literally put on the ground like this like gnome, which is like the fairyland phase, and then they're all around this like tree of rainbow tassels to represent the rainbow forest. I was like, get the fuck out of here. I didn't do it. It was insane. I was like, this is literally a movie, and I was just loving it, like a fairy tale. So I was telling my dad today, of like mum and dad today at restaurant for lunch. I'm at 32 minutes. It's fine. We're gonna keep going. Anyway, so yeah, that was one of the mystical experiences. And then I also want to mention so many mystical experiences, because my channel is really highly about spirituality, and I'm going to get very much strongly into that, because I don't want to be ashamed nor worried or anything like that, because who cares, man? Who gives a shit? And it's really cool stuff. Your life can be equally as magical as this, truly. You got to believe it though. Even though like I am a life path number 7, which you calculate your date of birth, the 2nd or the 4th, 1999, I'm a 7, you can look into that. It is about spirituality, intuition, higher learning and all that, so that is definitely me. But you definitely can have your own experiences, and I can teach you, by the way. Like, I eventually get to a part when I do courses and get it out there and do one-on-ones, like a bunch of stuff, trust me. Anyway, my future's very big and I'm gonna go out there, but I've already started, so that's really cool. And it all started in this this world, but in this room, so everything started. It's insane. Yeah. Anyway, what was I doing? Yeah, fairy forest, rainbow forest. And I was thinking of, I could even go there too, but I've been there already, so maybe I can go to that walk. Yeah, that'd be nice. But then my parents as well, yeah. Anyway, so that was the rainbow forest, and that was really cool. I had that, and I was not feeling great and stuff, but it was really cool to have that synchronicity. So that was a mystical experience. Now, I bought a necklace, $12 from the Lifeline shop in Narrabeen, next to Mind Cafe. I think one or two stores down, Mind Cafe. I saw it while I was driving. I was like, oh, I gotta stop here and see how expensive this thing is. $12, and I bought it. And it's a fabulous goddess necklace, which also looks part alien, and I told you I am... So I do have that background in me. Come from the stars, Palladian stars, seeds. I also met another star seed from the Jajarkas star seed. I don't know what it is. He's such an interesting guy. Holy shit. Father, husband, but fascinating dude. And he was like, we're gonna go to Mars. And like this lifetime, I was like, I'd love to visit the space or something like that. So I never know. Stay tuned. You never know what's possible. The world is your oyster and you can create everything, especially if it's lined up for your purpose. You're never off your purpose. You're never off who you are. But sometimes you're going down the wrong path, even though in the end it's the right path. It's gonna end up where you exactly need to be. But yeah, sometimes you're being false to your true self and your true nature of love and light, right? That's what my channel's about. That's who I am. That's what I want to teach you. Anyway, so that was one of the mystical experiences. So far we've had what? Luna on a full moon. Then we had rainbow forest, and this happens daily. We're talking daily. I even think mystical experiences are just simply seeing a butterfly, but that's just like my own thing that I see. Anyway, come back. It's because I'm not used to looking at myself, and the judgment comes in, and it's tough to deal with, man. I'm so sensitive and empath and everything. Empathetic, so it's just like I gotta manage with the emotions and stuff, hence why I can't look at myself too much. But it's okay, this is okay, I'm okay. You're okay, we're all okay. Even if we're not okay, it's okay too. But it's okay not to be okay too, definitely, and I gotta learn that, because I can always just go dum 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 and then I don't stop and be like, yeah, I'm fine, I've never dealt with this. Nah, it's never dealt. It's never, like, not that it's not healed. You heal, but it always comes back. You're stronger if you haven't healed, and it's just a whole thing. But it's life and it's exciting. Anyway, so we had rainbow forest. Well, we first had Luna, then we had rainbow forest, and then we had, sorry, lost my train of thought just again because I'm such a perfectionist, but it's so fun, you'll be transparent. So we had Luna, the baby. We had, that was so aggressive. Luna, the baby. We had the rainbow forest, which wasn't in order, and then we had the necklace. What else has happened? Oh, and then Kai, like that was a really cool experience because I was not feeling good in that walk. And like the dog, his name's Barchi, which told me, kisses in Italian. He literally was on a leash and he went up to me and close to me, and like that was the only thing that really I felt the dog's energy, like this loving nature of like he wanted to help me. And so then I reached out back, and I don't usually say hi to all dogs, especially because like they're on their own, like they literally have a mind like me, very similar, and it just pings and it keeps going. And so like, don't know, and so some dogs would just come and then they go, and I'm like, oh, that wasn't nice, like come on, give me more. So I just don't really talk to many dogs. I love dogs, don't get me wrong, especially the ones who come up to me, but the ones who don't, do you? Fuck it, I'm doing me too, right? You know best for yourself, right? It applies to dogs too. I just got distracted by a video that I saw on my channel. Well, my laptop will leave it. Anyway, so this dog came up to me, I was like, oh, no way. And I came back to it, and then I was just like, oh, I needed this love. After he's like, oh, it means, you know, love, or kisses in Italian. I was like, oh, I need love. He's like, you need love, are you okay? And it just opened up. Watch the video, it's so amazing and beautiful. Yes, he does speak about his life too, which I'm sure he's okay for me to put it out there. I will say right now, I haven't asked him, but I believe love over fear. And if I ever do see him again, or if I message him, which I will message him the Mind Cafe, I think, because I told him he has to go there because he also wasn't going through an easiest time, and that's why we had each other and stuff like that, and it was beautiful. So yeah, that was another mixed experience. So in that last week, a lot has happened of that. Oh, okay, maybe we can say this to wrap it up. I had one of the tarot readings, but not tarot reading, I just pulled cards. So I went to Manly, same thing, getting called to Manly, and because, yeah, getting called to Manly, and then I saw this cafe a while ago. I was like, oh, I'm curious, let's go check it out. And he had this really heightened, elevated, like health, organic energy. I was like, shit, yeah. And I just got this like smoothie, and I sat down after I finished it. These girls were across me and they left, right? So I finished it, and then like there was a bunch of girls around me, and then some girls left, you know, did their thing. And I saw these tarot cards appear out of nowhere. I'm like, oh, oracle cards, which I have so many of them, and I'd love to share, and I'd love to whatever else. I don't know if everything I'm going to say is going to happen, by the way. I'm just saying how I feel right now because I don't want to have a filter, and just get it out there and flow my energy. Not be too harsh, be perfectionist, by the way. No, thank you. Yeah, so I saw, that was an interesting sound. I saw the cards, I was like, oh, thank you very much. Took them to me. I'm getting tired now, so I'm going to wrap this up. I took them to me and I started shuffling. And normally when I shuffle, I wait for a card to pop out. Nothing popped out. Everything was different anyway throughout like 3 days. You know, I wasn't home anymore doing my same thing. I was out of the house. And so, yeah, and I pretty much shuffled them. And then I was like, oh, screw it, nothing popping out. I'll just grab my card. Grabbed it up. It was upside down. Put it up. It was called the Stingray. Now, I know that sounds alarming at first sight, but, you know, don't judge a book by its cover is what it's about. Check the card, check the meaning. It took me a while to find the meaning, but I didn't want to give up, and I found the meaning, and that's how you know it's real. Don't give up. Things that are easy, it's not worth it. Trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me. Yes, like it's easy, so like it feels good, but no, like your strength and growth comes from the tough times, the discomfort, which is going to be one of the videos, whether it be a podcast or not, I don't know, and I won't put that in my book now, but yeah. And so the Stingray, and it was like, you're at a pinnacle point, you know, I didn't say that, but like you're at a transitional point of being in your comfort zone or getting out of your comfort zone and changing things. And I was like, yeah, you're so right. Like, you know, I've been at home, I've been out of the house, been doing a bunch of shit, meeting people, making connections, making shit happen for myself, because that's what happened. So I'm gonna mention this. It was rejection is protection. My parents kicking my shit out of the house was them sending me away. So it's like sending me in the right direction for me, you know? So like they were using fear, not love, which I don't know, it sent me closer to who I am, clearly, and it really has. And stay tuned, I might, maybe. I've gotten excited many times about jobs, possible jobs and opportunities, but the cafe owner did say that he wanted me part of the team as a member, as Rainbow Fairy Goddess, I believe. So stay tuned, I don't know, we'll see. I'm finally getting a job, and like I've waited so long for it, like it's been now 7 months, but like I'm not settling for anything. I want like the very best, or just what's right for me. Best more or less, but best more or less. That's cool. I'll put that down somewhere. Best more or less. But to be honest, I do want like I said, I want to be the best version of myself and stuff. But yeah, it doesn't matter. I won't go into that. I don't know. I'm confusing myself. Best more or less. Who knows? Loves to do without decisiveness over doubt. Loves to do without decisiveness over doubt. Love. Anyway, as you can see, I've got a few things that help me transition and get my energy stable. Yeah, so possible member at that cafe. Stay tuned, we'll find out. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. 7 months, I've waited. I've been waiting to get a job, and I've tried here and there. Not many times, 4 times, because some things I got called to and they never responded. I won't go into that, but yeah, and I think it's time. I hope it's time, genuinely, and yeah, so stay tuned, we'll find out. Anyway, and that was all about me getting my shit kicked out of the house and getting out of the house. Anyway, so that Stingray card. And then it said, how are you going to do it? And it said, you have to like the discomfort. So a new acronym that came through, not acronym, but affirmation, if you confuse these two. Or just, what are they called? Affirmations, yeah, the statements you tell yourself, hypnosis, right? Is, I love discomfort, we love discomfort. So I love discomfort and we love discomfort. So like, all the parts of me loves discomfort, or this whole world, but the parts of me, all dahlias. What was that tattoo that I'm gonna get on my leg in colourful? All dahlias are welcome. I wanna get colourful. All dahlias are welcome here. In caps lock, colourful tattoo. I want so many tattoos, and I will get them. When I get my job, I'm sorry, Mum and Dad, I'm gonna get all my tattoos that I want. And there's a lot of them. Lunar moth, we won't go into it, but a lot of things. Stay tuned. I have this whole vision for myself, including a new piercing that I want to get, an eyebrow piercing that's chrome, colourful rainbow. I told Isaac this, so he knows about this. He usually watches my videos, so hi, darling. So much love for you, truly, and I can't wait to hang out with you. Yeah, and then this new guy who's been commenting on my videos, Emiliano. Do you want me to get his name up? Yeah, because I want you to know, I'm really grateful for your comments. You seem like a really cool guy. I don't know where you are from, but I love it. You always comment, and it's cute. And look, you have nice energy, I just want to say. So let me just find you, because I want to appreciate you, by the way. Amerigo, tell me if I'm saying that right. Amerigo Vespucci. Amerigo Vespucci. So that's got to be Italian, maybe? Vespucci. Because it's not a coincidence. My subscriber is who I get. Oh, wait, hang on. Yeah, you're an Italian. That's cool. An Italian explorer navigator. So you are Italian. But is that your actual name then? Not sure. If it's not, be honest with who you are and tell me who you are. Anyway, I might be taking this too seriously. But yeah, so you too. Hi. Yeah, cool. Thank you for commenting. I really appreciate it. Because I don't know if you're watching my videos from scratch or not. I know I speak a lot, but I hope it's helping you. Let me know as well. It's really cool. Yeah, and I'll be doing this to all my subscribers. The ones who just hold love for me. And the ones who don't, I'm sorry, goodbye. I don't care about you. With love, but I don't care about you. Hate's horrible, so I'm not interested in you. It's very simple. Yeah, 42 minutes soon. Yeah, and yeah, so it pushed me out of my comfort zone. So yeah, my tarot card, it said, like a discomfort. So my new thing that comes through is I love discomfort, we love discomfort. And it's not easy. And that's why I don't feel good. I have to sit with my emotions and be with them. And be like, it's okay, and you don't have to do anything in that moment, just be with them. And now we're here. And like literally back then, and I'm feeling so much better, so thank you so much for me, but also thank you so much for hearing me out in this podcast, to have accountability for you guys. Thank you so much, truly. But that will wrap this up, by the way, the mystical experiences I think I mentioned 4. So stay tuned for the next one. It'll be about my ex, I'm not gonna say his name right now, but my ex and the twin flame connection there, and how it all happened, and the mystical experiences there, which brought us together, which brought us apart, and everything. Because love is beautiful and it should be shared. Okay, bye-bye.